Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Jason from Dropshipping University. Come back at you with a brand new episode. In today's episode, I'm going to be letting you guys in on a little secret. I've never really talked about this before, about a specific wholesale directory and manufacturer directory for the business and industrial industry, okay? This is about as real as it gets. There's no other websites out there like this. It has over 500,000 detailed supplier profiles that you guys can check out today and put into a list of potentially viable wholesale suppliers and distributors for you to work with in your own dropshipping business. So if this sounds good to you guys, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to this channel, and hit that little bell notification so that you get updated every single time I put out videos just like this. Also, down in the description below is my free mini course, as well as my link to my new Instagram profile. Check that out. I put up a whole bunch of brand new exclusive content every single day on Instagram. Check that out. If you guys like this, make sure to stick around to the end, where I also have a special announcement. Watch me as I go through this and navigate this website. You guys are going to learn a lot and how I rationalize going through this website. You've probably never seen anything like this before, so let's get into it. All right, guys, so here we are inside of my computer. And again, I want to ask you guys if you could take a second to smash that like button, subscribe to this channel. We just got the channel up to over 2,000. It's around 2,500 subs. So let's get it up to 3,000 as soon as possible. Get this out to as many people who need to see real dropshipping and real sourcing as much as possible, because there's a lot of people out here who are talking a big game and they're really leading you guys down the wrong path when it comes to retail dropshipping at large. So let's look at this website. This is called ThomasNetcom, and it's for industry. It specifically says that find suppliers, insights, tools, and more. So unless your occupation or your job somehow has you dealing with this, you've probably never heard of this, but it's pretty much a directory for all things business and industrial. If you guys have watched me in the past, I love business and industrial products. Selling them on Amazon and eBay has been very, very fortunate for me. I've sold a lot in that category, probably my best performing category on both marketplaces over the course of 4 years drop shipping. And the reason being, in my opinion, is there's just a large gap in the market. There's not a lot of people selling these products. There's so much variety, and you can get real good prices for them when you know what you're doing. So what we have here, guys, you guys can do so much with this website. It brings companies together, really gets them as a B2B company. That's really its thing, B2B, which means business to business. It tries to bring everybody together. But the best way to go about doing this is if you're looking for a specific type of product, or maybe you even know a brand that you want to sell that's not Vero or going to get you in trouble for reselling, you could put it into this search bar here. But I'm going to put in chemicals right here just because I've sold chemicals a lot in the past. And let's just press enter. Let's see what we get for the results for chemicals. Now, this is really well organized, and a lot of times when you go on to these business to business type websites and directories, they're poorly organized and it's very hard to find what you're looking for. But you can see from this network results here, we can see suppliers by category: disinfectants, sanitizers, soaps, and cleaners. Now, with the current economic climate and the pandemic going on, I don't know if this is a great category for you to sell in, but again, there's so many subcategories. We can take a look at those in a second. We also have general chemicals, and you could go from here and see all of the different types of chemicals. A lot of chemicals I've never heard of. We have 8 pages of, I want to say, 25 different chemicals on each page. So that's going to be over 100 different chemicals that you could find by name, probably the most popular ones, right? So we also see right here, which is related products / service families, which is cool because if there's a specific niche of products that you're looking to sell, and then they use their own AI or search engine to pull out related search phrases, then you might be able to match something up that you could sell that perhaps you didn't even know you wanted to sell those products. And then we can go down here in suppliers by brand name. It's probably going to be some of the biggest chemical manufacturers in the country, as well as suppliers by name. Let's just go ahead and let's check out all of the disinfectant, sanitizers, soaps, and cleaners. And we can see waterless soap, surgical soap, soap powder, hand sanitizers, pine cleaners. There's so many different things here, but we can also see the correlating amount of suppliers that have products or product types listed within this subcategory. So let's take a look here and let's look at waterless soap. I didn't even know waterless soap was a thing, but we can see there's 26 matching suppliers. We can see right here, Seacole Specialty Chemical. They are a manufacturer. This is really well organized, as I said before, thanks to ThomasNet. They have what type of company they are. Are they a distributor? Are they a wholesaler? Are they a manufacturer? What are they? We can see exactly where they're located. So hopefully they're located in America if you're trying to resell products that are American based. And we can also see an annual estimated revenue. Kind of gives us an insight of the type of company you're dealing with. You want to be dealing with companies that probably have large buying power or large manufacturing power. We can see they've been around since 1935, so they have a lot of years under their belt, and 10 to 49 employees. And then we can see right here, we can see view supplier, and this is going to give us some insight about this specific supplier. We can call the supplier. We can also check out their website, which I would definitely say to do. So right away, I can see Seacole Specialty Chemical. They are going to be a manufacturer. They're not a wholesale supplier or wholesale distributor. And the biggest telltale sign is this inquire here. That is going to be the biggest call to action on their website. When you see inquire here, that's generally when you go and inquire and you say, hey, I'm looking to source these products. They will usually give you a quote, meaning they will give you how many items you have to buy or how many units you have to buy and what you have to pay per unit. And a lot of these manufacturers are going to have MOQs, which mean minimum order quantity. And a lot of times they don't even deal directly with retailers, and you would have to ask them where their products are distributed. And that's the name of the game when dealing with manufacturers. But again, the purpose of going to a site, a directory like ThomasNet.com, is it brings us closer to these products, and we get to really get insight as to where these products are coming from in the supply chain, where they're being distributed. Because a lot of times it's like being an investigator. You see these little signs, these little tidbits of information, perhaps where these products are then distributed, and you can get a gauge of how you can acquire those products or whether they can be drop shipped along the supply chain at any point. But I really like this website, not only because it's really well organized, but because they combine so many interesting products and niches into one place, and we can get a gauge as to where these products are being sold and if they're even being resold on marketplaces, which is my end goal, is to find products that I can then go and sell on marketplaces. So right here we can see another one, Future International Diversified Inc. They're going to be out of Quebec. I think QC is Quebec, so I'm going to skip over them. Joe's Clean Products Inc. and they're from Oklahoma. They look like they are a small-time manufacturer of hand cleaners, but they have been around for a while. Again, we could check out their website, give them a call. I love giving companies a call. It really bridges the gap and saves me a lot of time. When you do wholesale inquiries or emailing people, you go back and forth. Sometimes they don't answer. Easiest and quickest way to do things in business, in my opinion, is calling them up on the phone. There's a lot of stuff like that. So here we can see distribution. So maybe we can see exactly where their products are being distributed. So this looks like one Canadian distributor. And again, these companies don't really spend a lot of time updating their website. So you might call them up and find out there's a lot more information that is not on their website. Do not just go according to what's on their website or their policies or their About Us page or anything like that. Nothing is always as it seems. You can only take the hints along the trail as you kind of accumulate them. And that's why you have to do your due diligence and really vet them out yourself. But this is really interesting because once we kind of find these different products and different, companies to deal with, you're going to it's going to open up a whole new door of possibilities that you might not have even known were accessible for you. So let's check out these guys. Linden Medical Systems. This says they're out of Wheaton, Illinois. We don't see too much about them. We can see we don't see any amount of estimated employees, no estimated annual sales, but we can check out their website and we can check out all of the products that they do sell. So this is a very small landing page. I'm not seeing too much. And again, you kind of have to do your own research after this, but the coolest part is it brings everything together for us, right? And one thing I also noticed too, guys, is that you can see right here, Thomas registered, and that's kind of their check mark, their seal of approval, saying this supplier's business information has been validated. They've gone through some type of verification check to make sure that all of that information is in fact valid. And I'm sure that's going to give it a little bit more credence. It's going to give it some more, you can be more confident that this supplier is going to be more legit than some of these other ones that, you don't have as much information on. You also on the left-hand side have tons and tons of filters. So if you wanted to just find distributors, you could absolutely do that. Instead of going from the manufacturer level, you could go to the distributor. And again, we could go through so many different categories, subcategories, industries within this website. So guys, if you enjoyed this, make sure to check out this. It's completely free. If you guys are looking to sell products on eBay, Amazon, Shopify, wherever, maybe you want to buy in bulk, maybe you want to drop ship, this is a great starting place instead of, perhaps following a different method where it's much more manual. You have to go to Google, search for targeted phrases, look for all these different suppliers, or go to a trade show website. I mean, those are really good strategies, but this is also really awesome because it's one of the best categories, in my opinion, when selling on marketplaces. But it's all put into one place, and it's really easy to go from Thomas to then go and find these suppliers and call them up and check out their websites and vet them out and do more of that preliminary research before contacting and trying to get a wholesale agreement. So, all right, guys, so there you have it. That is ThomasNet.com. I will drop a link down in the description so you guys can go directly there. If you're interested in selling business and industrial products, it's another tool to add to your toolbox, okay? So if you guys like this content, make sure to smash that like button. Also, subscribe to this channel and hit the little bell notifications so that every single time I put out videos just like this, you guys will be notified. There's really not anybody else putting out this type of stuff where we're talking about real wholesale distributors, manufacturers, getting wholesale contracts, and finding real US-based legitimate suppliers to grow with you and your business, okay? So also, guys, down in the description is a link to my new Instagram profile. I put up a ton of new exclusive content every single day. Tips, dropshipping tips, reminders, motivation, you name it, it is up there. So make sure to follow my Instagram channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you.